can talk here. This is what we do.
Does this like theme song make you feel inspired? Or?
I feel super inspired when I hear this.
Yeah, whenever I hear the podcast come on, I'm just like,
You feel pumped? You feel pumped?
Like,
why
ready.
did you decide on that?
Why?
Yeah, what made you decide like on some random
Because
guitar?
we kind of own that sound.
Oh, like you guys made it?
No, okay, so back in the day when our Uncle Alex had a band, Orange Sky Blue.
Oh, yes.
I used to rap on that beat.
The guitar?
Like, yeah, so that was just the guitar version of the drum and the bass, basically. So that way we can like write to it. And so it's not even the complete song, but I have just the drum and the bass. And so I was like, all right, well, they're not a band anymore. And I have this audio clip here. So that'll work as our intro.
Wow. So you didn't have to worry about like copyright or
Nah,
anything?
none of that. I mean, maybe one day somebody will like make us a theme song that's awesome. And that would be cool.
I could work on it.
Yeah, make something cool. But no copyrighted stuff.
But yeah, it'll be like
Zach can beatbox.
OG. Okay.
And you can actually let's hear a sample right here.
Okay.
That's really bad. So.
You
so bad.
You even have like the mic that can assist you. Like you just gotta cover it a little bit and then just
Oh, that sounds really bad.
It's like
That wasn't my glasses.
it's like dubstep instead. Sydney's just falling apart here. So welcome to the podcast about nothing. This is a very special episode that may come out
Never.
as episode 70 may come out never.
It
So
will never come out.
there's a good chance the audio quality will end up sucking, and I'll never want to put this out.
Instead of Alina messing it up, it'll be me.
Yeah,
It'll be Zach touching.
exactly. So this is Brandon, if you didn't recognize, and I'm with my brother and sister, Zach. Holla, say something.
Hi.
And Sydney.
This is me.
So last time I had them on, they sounded exactly the same. Zach's voices dropped a little bit.
No, it was actually Sydney who reached puberty.
Finally, actually, you sounded a little too manly. I thought.
Yeah,
last
I was
time.
a little bit deeper than Zach last time.
Yeah,
So
and you always want to be deep. I'm deep. You're so deep. So how's it going, guys?
it's really good.
Yeah, really good.
My bowels feel like they're gonna explode from the chorizo. So
You gonna take a chorizo?
and the
after?
caffeine.
Oh, that coffee will do it to you.
It's churning right now.
And you had chocolate milk.
And chocolate.
I should have gotten the other chocolate milk, so that way I really would have pushed it out for you. We wouldn't be worrying about this.
Last week, I had like diarrhea for like 3 days straight.
Really?
Yeah. And it was like in the morning and then in the afternoon. In the morning and the afternoon. For like 3 days straight.
What were you eating?
Probably, it was just like disgusting food that our parents make.
What do they make that's disgusting?
Like tri-tip and white rice every day.
That's a problem? That sounds amazing. Tri-tip and white rice.
I really don't like white rice.
You don't like white rice?
No.
Oh, man.
I don't like rice in general. The only rice I like is nanas.
And you want to date Asians.
Zach used to like sit at the dinner table for like hours, just like with his rice on his plate, and he would be like close to crying because he didn't want to eat it.
Luckily, we don't have corn anymore. We used to also have corn
we used
with
to have
our
corn with every meal. So nasty.
My favorite kind of rice is like the white rice with corn mixed in. I love it.
I like fried rice with corn mixed in.
Not a big fan of fried rice.
So good.
fried rice and
With the eggs?
Mexican rice. I like.
Mexican. See, I'm indifferent about Mexican rice. Sometimes it's like really good, and then most of the times it's a little like generic, and I don't care about
Yeah,
it.
when our parents make it, it's really gross. It's
They
not
just
good.
like douse it.
they douse
in
it in
tomato
like
sauce.
the sauce, so it's really smushy and
I think I prefer that actually, because I usually
I like it dry.
I usually don't like it dry.
That. I used to prefer that, but now I like it dry better.
Man, rice talk. Welcome back to the pod about rice. Every week we discuss and break down the best kinds of rice that you can eat. Brown rice, though, right?
yeah.
I'm very basic. I like Success brown rice. I think it's so good.
What does that mean?
Like the boil in a bag rice that you can buy.
Ew, like What's it like? Hamburger Helper, like that?
No, not that stuff. Like it's just regular. You can buy white or brown rice, and you just it's in a bag though, and you boil the water and put the bag of rice in it, and then it cooks in there, and then you open up the bag and the rice is cooked. Throw some butter into that bitch, and you're good. You're taking off, Zach? You gotta go take a dookie?
No, I'm getting the water.
And then
right here, dude. Right here on the ground.
Ew.
Right here.
Ew.
He's just like
I thought that was for real.
he's just farting right now.
I was like, what the heck's that?
Or just don't listen to me. It is on the floor, but check with the fridge one more time. you might find it there. It might magically appear. It's gonna. He's like, let me see. I don't know.
I don't believe you.
He said the floor, but I wanted cold water. I don't know if he's gonna give me that. So young Sid, I see this on the back of your phone. What's up with this young Sid thing?
Well, it's my persona. It's my alter ego, like Sasha Fierce and Beyonce, basically.
So
like Bruce Jenner and the female.
Does he have a female name? Do you think he's gonna change?
Yeah, he had a female.
What was his name?
What was it?
Did you watch the
You
interview?
have to talk in the mic, Zach.
Brittany.
If you need to adjust it so it's more comfortable,
yeah,
please.
Brittany.
He goes by Brittany?
I don't know.
Really?
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna look this up.
Okay.
Did you watch the interview?
Vanessa did, and I kind of overheard it.
It was really good.
Yeah, it sounded good. He said a lot of the right things. I don't trust the Kardashian clan.
Yeah.
So if that makes, I think he said a lot of good things, and maybe if you can help inspire people to do the right thing, that's awesome. And I'm glad that anybody could do that, right? I don't trust him though. I feel all right. So they had, on the off season when the Kardashian show wasn't on, that's when it was like all this stuff was happening, right? Mm-hmm. And then it was like on the next season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, they're gonna talk about Bruce's like starting to switch over, and that shit didn't happen on the show. But then they're like, so go watch the Barbara. Was it Barbara Walters?
Yeah, something.
Or Kate, whatever, one of those shows. Or go watch that show, and where he's gonna talk all about it. And that show was just like a long, commercial for his special on E. Like he kept hyping up like the special on E's where you're really gonna see some shit. I'm gonna talk about shit here, but you're really gonna see the shit.
I didn't even hear about the first thing. I just watched the special on E.
So first it was them hyping up the Kardashian, like this whole last season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, mm-hmm. because you're gonna see it start to happen, and then it doesn't actually happen though. They're like, but wait, there's gonna be more. Go check out this special. Then you see the special, and on the special they're like, but wait, there's more. Watch our special on E. And then I feel like and now they're talking about he's gonna be getting his own special like TV series as well.
Why would he want that though? If he's like going through all these like interpersonal like problems.
So they're spinning it for positive things, maybe like they're trying to spin it as like he's trying to
how he deals with
he deals with it. We can empower other people going through similar things, and it all sounds great to me, but I don't trust those fuckers at all because I feel like all right, I'm not a religious person, but I feel like if there is a devil, it's probably Kris Jenner. And
I heard she was getting fired.
Yeah. I did hear that. I did hear that.
How do you get fired?
Man, they're like, you're making us look bad.
Like,
you're not our mom anymore. I mean, look, it happens. Let's be real. It happens. But yeah, I don't know. I don't trust them all. But yeah. I do hope that it's legit.
In the interview, it showed his like previous wives saying really nice things about his transformation, and then from Kris Jenner, no comment.
Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, not that I think she's like a great person in any way. I feel like she's a pretty smart businesswoman though, and so part of me thinks, okay, she would have made the right, public move so she doesn't look bad. Part of me thinks, the cynic in me makes me think she's also doing that on purpose because she knows that that's going to make people watch even more because it's created more drama.
Oh, like what does Kris think about
it? It's like, I don't know. I feel like these people are intelligent, and I feel like they come off dumb. Like Kim Kardashian plays dumb on the show, but I do believe that these are characters, and I think they understand that, and I think they manipulate the world in order to continue their drama, like and make it more interesting to watch for people to watch.
Zach, you're breathing really heavily into the microphone.
That's me?
Yeah.
Oh, I hear that. That's me.
Talk more about Kim Kardashian. Oh, yeah. Kim Kardashian.
I didn't know that was me.
And his hands are below the table.
Oh
He's
my
like, go
gosh.
On, go on.
He's like, keep talking.
Talk to me, Kim K. Kim Ye. Hey guys, so I don't know. I it bothers me. I don't necessarily like. I get it, and I think they're just real life sitcom characters, and I think that they get that people like. I think they get that people buy into this stuff. So I think that I don't think it's all real. I think it's all they get it, and they get that the more drama they create around them, the bigger their brand grows. And maybe it won't last forever, but I think they're smart business people that I think they won't ever be broke. Mm-hmm. You know? So I could be totally wrong. Maybe they're all like fucking retarded and all this stuff. I don't know. I don't buy it, and I do think that they're intelligent business people, and that's why they've been able to brand themselves and grow. And there's been a lot of like copycat, things trying to come out that are trying to be like what they've created, but no one is even coming close to like the brand they've created. And I think it has to do with whether they're the intelligent ones or the people around them are intelligent to keep it going. So.
Am I still being?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You're just sitting there.
Look, I am your father.
Sorry.
So why do you gurgle so loud?
Wait, hold on. I had a story.
Oh, it's better be good. It's better be better than your gurgle.
And the Kardashians, Chris was like, when I first heard of Kim's sex tape as a mother, I was revolted. However, as her manager, she said it was like a good thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, they built their career off of it. They built their brand off of it. They had money already.
That's how she got famous?
Yeah, because they had already.
They already had the TV show, but...
Oh.
Did they have the TV show? Did it already start?
Yeah.
But it blew up because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
she was
because they already had minor fame because what's it called? Because of like the relationship with the OJ trial and stuff like that. The Kardashian family.
They were part of the OJ trial.
The Robert Kardashian, the dad, that passed away. He was one of the lawyers for OJ Simpson.
Oh, that's why they're rich.
And Kris Jenner was a friend of OJ's of Nicole Simpson, the OJ's wife that was murdered. Mm-hmm. And so she was part of the trial as well. It was like this big, weird thing. And so they were already, Kris Jenner and then Bruce Jenner. He's an athlete, Olympic athlete.
Yeah, he's really good.
So and his kids, which one of them was on like Laguna Beach or The Hills or one of those shows. So they already kind of had
the microphone, Zach.
Well, because I'm breathing heavily.
But you're still not
talk.
Like
hello.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. So they already kind of had like that moderate fame, and then this was the time when everyone was starting to get reality shows. Like rich people because of the like Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
And so they got the show, but yeah, the sex tape just blew it up. And
did you see it?
Oh yeah,
a billion times.
Of course, not a billion times. Like it, I don't know. It's not that great. It's like it's okay. You guys saw it?
Was it like amateur?
You guys ever saw it?
No, I've never seen it.
Yeah, I mean it's just like it's okay. It's like before Kim Kardashian really had an ass. I mean, she had an ass, but it was like, it was okay. It's not what you want to see. Like, maybe her and Kanye should make a sex tape today. People would be happier. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of Ray J. It's a lot of, like Ray J is definitely Kanye, like, baby Kanye. And it's a lot of, like, his ego.
Ray J?
It's a lot of, like, him just staring into the camera.
Were they together for a long time?
I don't know if they're together for a long time, but they were together in the beginning of Funny.
No, the Beyonce face, like actual Beyonce.
Yes.
So my last mixtape.
That one was good too. Yes, yeah. Zach has a lot of photos of him photoshopped as Beyonce or with Beyonce. He's an independent woman. So cutest girls from each period. Is this like depending on like when they're on their period or from classes? Oh, okay.
Each class.
Okay. 1, Chloe's Rain Uggs.
It's an inside joke.
2, Miss Rita, holla at us, boy.
Holla at... Oh. Whoops. It's holla at you, boy.
Okay, geez.
Holla at us, boy.
Yeah, I think it was holla at us. 3,
I think that
Brennan.
help you.
4, my sister on my album.
Yeah, because she's on my Spanish album. We made a family album.
5, Chloe's Rain Uggs. 6, Armand.
So there's 3 boys so far.
7, Mrs. Collins, holla at your boy.
No, there's
Mrs.
3 boys
Collins
because he
is-
said holla at us, boy.
Yeah. So far you got
Boys.
Brennan, Armand, and
Rita.
Mrs. Rita. But that you wish
Who
you
might
was
be
a
a
boy.
boy.
Oh
So
my
I'm
gosh,
concerned.
Mrs. Collins
All right, I'm interested.
is the biggest tilf.
What is one thing
Did
you
you
want
say
most
dilf?
in your life?
Tilf.
Dilf. He said dilf. 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 Dilf.
Said
Dilf.
tilf.
You're not helping your case.
Oh my
though.
gosh.
Am I scandalous? Yes. I don't understand why some of these get a lot of likes, by the way. I don't like
I
them.
don't either.
I want to take away.
The likes.
Thoughts on homosexuality.
Oh, I have a really good story about that.
All right. I'm going to
So
tell
this
you.
guy-
No, I get to tell you this first, and then you
Oh
can
my goodness.
tell me your story afterwards. Don't interrupt me while I make fun of you. Love isn't defined by anyone
Oh
but
my
yourself.
gosh, this is so cheesy.
So don't tell
Didn't even
anyone.
read it.
Hold on. So don't tell anyone who you are allowed to love. There is absolutely nothing wrong with being gay or transsexual or bisexual, and 2 of the most amazing people I know are gay.
True.
Also, homosexuality is not a choice nor a lifestyle, so people who say that are stoops. That was kind of a stoop word to say, but
That was
I'll
Sydney.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, you did. You said to say that.
And by the way, actually, and BTW, hashtag vote for Hillary 2016.
True.
Because she's trying to make gay marriage a constitutional right, and of course she would be the first women president. Go feminism.
What?
Go feminism.
Okay.
I think that's a good answer. I like it. I like your answer. Why are you so embarrassed of your
So
answer?
anyway, because it was really cheesy. Okay, so anyway.
I feel like that's your
This girl-
campaign speech. You should run for class president.
This girl at my school, someone asked her the same thing. And then
Before
like,
Zach?
Yeah, before me. Before a lot of people, because a lot of people got the question. But look, okay. Well, I'm definitely going to get hate for this, but I believe that homosexuality is not right. That's only because of my faith and belief in God. It says in Leviticus 18:22, "You shall not lie with a male as you would with a woman. It is an abomination."
like the Hulk villain?
God didn't create us to have such a passionate love for the same sex, and he says it's not right. However, saying that, I choose not to judge homosexuals and love them equally as I would any other person. I just disagree with the way they choose to live their life.
Oh, so that was a response to that person?
What?
Wait, who wrote that?
This girl at my school.
On Ask FM?
Yeah. And she deleted her ask because she got
She got a lot
she got
of hate.
a lot of
for it,
hate.
Yeah.
I hated on her. But I
Oh.
did it. I wasn't on Anonymous, so. just
By
in
the
my
way, this
opinion.
site is like really easy for like
See-
cyberbullying and stuff like that.
Ask FM is?
Oh, do you
Yeah.
want to see one of the hate that I got?
I used to get hate. I
Really?
using it. Yeah, like freshman year, there's this girl who. Okay, so they were both seniors. Her and her boyfriend. No, she was a junior and her boyfriend was a senior. And me and him became friends when I was a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
And she used to get super like psycho jealous of me because I would talk to him. And so she started like putting like anonymous hate on my thing. But I knew it was her. And like she said she was going to fight me and all this stuff because I
On
would
your
talk
ass?
to him. No, like in person.
Oh.
Like she would say that.
So she'd come to you in person, I'm going to fight you.
No, she would tell everyone.
She didn't actually tell you.
She didn't
She didn't
actually
come to you
tell
and
me.
say, hey, Sydney, I'm going to fight you.
And she was like twice my size. Like she could have easily just sat on me, but she
Dang.
never came up to me. So
She could have just sat on me.
So Ask FM is the place for bullying.
Look.
Basically.
This was a funny one. Okay. You're such a fag. Noon, because no one was spelled together. Noon like gay people, only fags like you.
Who wrote
You.
that?
I don't know. It was
Oh.
anonymous.
Oh, that was on Ask
Yeah,
FM.
that was
that
to
was
me.
some of the hate.
Wow.
While I was dating Kristen.
Wow.
I just answered in Miranda Logic, though. Miranda Sings.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, well, it's a YouTuber, and she's really like annoying, and she gets hate mail, and she just doesn't make sense.
Can I hear your best impersonation?
Okay. No, ever since my voice got deeper, I can't do it anymore.
Try. You can try. I know you can channel your inner high voice. We all can.
No, I can't. Look.
Why stop? Why are you doing that?
You're doing that. That's a weird.
That was not even.
That's
high.
when I tried to hit the high note.
You didn't need to hit the high note. He just said talk in a high voice.
I can't.
All right.
You know who does it really like a lot? Who's like really invested in Miranda Sings? Our cousin in Texas. What's her name? Faith.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You talk to her?
No.
How do you know this?
Because Aunt Deanna posts so much about her children, and so like every picture of Faith is she's dressed up in costume of Miranda Sings. Like it's
I didn't know that was a costume. I thought that's just what she it does. I didn't know this was a thing.
It's a thing.
I thought that was just her. If I saw Miranda Sings, I'd probably be like, "That's like my cousin Faith." Oh.
Yeah.
Like, this is what she looks like.
Oh yeah.
That's why Faith looks like that all the time.
I didn't know that's a style.
Look her up. Look her up.
Someone in my class was her for Halloween, so it's not really.
Okay.
It's called Miranda Sings.
Yeah. One word.
No, it's not.
No, I got it. I got
It's
you.
like her name.
Oh.
Miranda Sings. All right, where my bays at? We're gonna.
I'm about to break it down.
She's a really good singer too.
Here we go. Every time I look around, all I ever see is people being jealous and they wanna look like me. I got Tyler, Ricky, Flula, Joshua, and Joey too. My uncle and Anthony, but I'm my favorite boo. I got a lot more, but I forgot who they are. Sorry, not sorry. I'm just a superstar. I got lots of bays, and you're wondering how I do. Take a little listen, and I'll find a bay for you. Hey, where my bays at? Where my bays at? I got so many bays, man. I'll teach you how to get one too. But first, let's do a dance break. Break it down. Here we go. This is how I twerk. Looking sexy.
Oh.
One up, one up. Okay, this dance break is long enough. Can we keep going? Now with the song. If you really want to be.
So that's what she's doing. Wow.
Brennan's mic is broke.
Isn't it this one?
No, it's this one. Miranda. There we go. How do I let go? There we go. Oh. I think he broke his eye.
Put it on top or something.
Man, my shit's breaking down already.
Like that.
Look at that.
When did you get these?
A little over a year ago.
There. Okay.
Do you need new ones?
Maybe. Probably.
Might be.
Maybe. I mean, that's what happens when you buy like 3 of these for like $10.
Oh, so it was a really good deal at the time.
For the cords, yeah. At least cords are cheap, but
well, how do you buy the cord and not the whole mic?
it comes apart.
Oh.
Yeah. See how like there's a button?
I thought that was just there.
Nah.
It's really hot in your house, so I have to like roll up my pants.
Man.
It's getting hot.
It's not even that hot yet. It's still early. Just wait till like it gets a little bit later, then it's gonna really kick in. So you guys like school overall?
No.
No? You're not. I mean, do you feel like you're gonna be like the kind of people that, you know, once like high school's over, you're gonna be like, man, those were the days.
No.
You don't think so? Why?
Because
Your dad's like that, isn't he?
no.
No, he didn't like high school?
He liked high school, but he's not like mainly if he ever talks about like loving high school, it's just about sports.
Yeah, it's about missing sports.
But like besides that, he might. Okay, this is different, but
Whatever.
he might switch careers, and he's thinking about
Thank
becoming a teacher
goodness.
and like a coach, like at a high school.
Oh, really?
Because so right now he's a construction worker, and he doesn't have any like benefits or anything. And so for like a few years, like ever since we've been in this house, he's been wanting to switch, especially like when the recession hit, because he had like no work at all.
Yeah.
And so he was like considering like grocery stores, like stuff like that.
Okay.
But he said he wants to go just like get a teaching credential because he's not like the type of person to do like something like accounting or something.
Yeah.
Like something in an office, he said. Even though he's like really good with like math and stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, he said he wants to like coach.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Definitely. I feel like he's talked about like being a teacher like a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, like
I thought it was so random.
a long time ago. He was like,
He would be a good teacher.
yeah, I think so for sure.
Unless
But,
there's a
yeah.
Zack in your class.
And you get like a lot of benefits with that. So
Yeah,
it's
no,
better.
that would be good. I
And
bet.
he'd get more money than he does right now.
No, he said not necessarily, but
He'll get more benefits.
And
Wow.
that's better for like when he retires and stuff.
Yeah,
And we're not like banking on Roselle's insurance,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay.
yeah. No, I mean, it works out. You know, it's not like necessarily more paycheck money, but it's more
Yeah.
other money.
Other money.
You know that stuff really adds up. It's good stuff to think about. Me, I'm always like, give me that cashola. Fuck those benefits.
Yeah, that's smart.
So, yeah. I'm not smart. I'm not like your dad. I can't even add. That's why I sucked at volleyball yesterday.
Yeah, when you were trying to figure out the numbers.
Yeah, I
We
thought I
were
was good
out
at math.
It was 4 to 15, and Brandon said we only needed 9 to catch up.
Oh man, I was having a slow day.
That was really
I had a lot going on. It was rough. You guys are making me play sports. Like that was already more than.
That was more than we could ask for you.
Yeah, throw math in there too. Like normally math, that's my job, but get me with sports and I'm all discombobulated and I can't do it.
That was a good vocab word.
That was right.
Discombobulated.
Yeah, you guys should use it more often. So,
That was good. I think I'm going to use
You
that.
should. It's a word I like to say because it's actually fun to say too.
Discombobulate. Wait.
Discombobulated.
Discombobulated.
You have to say Bob in there.
Discombobulated.
Discombobulated.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
And if you say it in Spanish, discombobulada.
That was not.
That wasn't the Spanish version?
That wasn't the translation.
Do you think there is a translation?
Discombobulado.
Let's see, I'll tell you right now.
Look.
How you? I can say this word. I don't know if I can say it.
DISCOM.
It's combobulated. You say Bob.
Combobulated.
Yeah, discombobulated. I spelled it right. Oh no, I didn't spell it right.
No, you didn't.
Wow.
What?
What's going on here? This is very.
You went from compulated to buble.
All right, and in Spanish, discombobulated.
It's just the same.
Same word. I guess don't say that word in Spanish.
Yeah, so-
Actually, you should throw it in the when you're talking to
throw it
Nana.
in Spanish.
You know, just like be like, oh, Nana.
I'm so discombobulated.
No, you can't say I'm so. You gotta say,
Oh.
yo, Nana. Yo soy discombobulated.
Yeah.
Or no, we have to say,
Soy
estoy discombobulated.
Yeah, that was good.
Estoy
It's more of like a
demasiado
present motion.
discombobulated.
Yeah, just make up a Spanish word for it. I feel like it could easily go to Spanish. They just haven't given that word because no one in Spanish has thought like, oh, estoy discombobulated. Like no one, that's never happened yet. So you just gotta drop it. You know, when I go to Mexico next, I'm just gonna drop it every day to everybody.
Drop it like it's hot.
Yeah, I'll take another discombobulated drink. Thank you, gracias. It's my Spanish go-to. You guys, so you don't speak Spanish, Zach? What's up with that?
Very little.
Un poco.
What did
Un
you say?
poquito.
Yeah.
Yo hablo muy poquito.
That's not how I talk.
Let's hear a whole like paragraph in Spanish.
Okay. Me llamo Zach Duran. Estoy en el
I feel like you already failed.
octavo grado. En mi opinión, tengo muchos amigos,
Oh, you're popular.
pero no estoy popular. So,
It'd be no soy. So you
no
already
soy.
failed.
Okay.
Good job.
Zachary,
Already failed.
So you done.
¿Cómo es su vida de amor? Does that make sense?
Non-existent. How do you say that in Spanish?
Non-existencia. If you say it with that
tiene
sexy
existencia.
accent, then it always sounds real. What's up with your love life, dude? Tell me some stories. Some reason why you brought you here. It's your birthday boy. You're 14. And I heard you have lots of love stories to tell.
I actually only have one.
Didn't he say that he never wanted to have sex because he heard of HIV and AIDS?
Yes.
Yeah, in health class we learned about HIV and AIDS, and so now I never want to have sex.
Can you give a PSA for everybody that listens to this?
It will kill you.
What's
It
a
just
PSA?
kills you.
Public service announcement.
Or you can do the Jay-Z
It kills
PSA.
you.
Oh,
Allow
don't
me to
have sex
reintroduce
because
myself.
you will die.
Yeah.
You will get pregnant and you will
you'll
die.
Chlamydia.
You will die.
Yeah, so unless you have like $2 billion like
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson,
Mhm.
you will die.
You gotta wrap it up. Yeah, it's the key. Wrap it.
Wrap it.
Wrap it. Double wrap it.
Just-
If she seems dirty. Or he seems dirty. ladies.
double wrapping makes them easier to break. So that's actually
Just get
not
a hefty
good.
bag, actually,
There you go.
for the size.
You need to use like cellophane wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't do it. Don't do it.
This girl
No sex
asked,
ever.
This girl asked if we if there are like fingering gloves that she can get.
Ew.
And then
Wow.
my teacher is like, that's like the least chance that you'll retract a disease from fingering.
But what if I have a cut on my finger?
Then don't. Yeah, then why would you do that?
I gotta say though, I mean,
Ew.
for
the stupidest thing.
it would be very difficult to get a disease if you had like a cut on your finger. Even if you did that, it would still be very difficult to
Yeah.
get a disease that way. It's not that simple, you know. Like so when Magic Johnson played basketball, there was a lot of like drama. People didn't want to play with him, and like there was games where he got cut, and normally like they would still play, but they would pull him out because everybody would be freaking out about it.
Well, yeah, isn't it worse?
Who? What's that?
Everything we said when it's
Oh, you're recording. It's doing voice to text.
Wait, even if he had a cut, like,
They're
and he
like,
got it on someone who had a cut,
It's
that
not
wouldn't
that.
he
It's
get
not that
AIDS?
simple. No, it's not that simple.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a
stomach
lot more.
hurts.
It's a lot more than just like blood touching you isn't gonna like transfer the virus. It takes more than that.
It's like blood on blood.
Yeah.
No, I just said that. And
But
you
like
said it's
because
not
that
simple.
flesh, like that cut wound isn't gonna be like enough. Like it's the opening's not big enough for you to like really transfer any blood to each other. Just because it touches doesn't mean it like instantly like takes
Like,
over
it
your whole body.
fuses
Yeah.
together.
But like when you have sex, you're injecting bodily fluid into the other person, so it's staying in them. So that's why it's mixing with their bodily fluid and their blood. So that's why sex is what contracts it so much. Yeah.
But also
That
the good
sounds
thing
really
is that
gross.
you can't get it if the other person is negative, is HIV negative, or doesn't have AIDS.
Yeah. If you guys don't have AIDS, there's no chance of getting AIDS. So yay. Don't
Yeah,
have sex with
so-
people with AIDS.
Yay!
So
If you have
Just-
AIDS, just don't have sex with people. Don't be a dick.
yeah,
I'm just saying.
Just do it solo.
If you have, or meet other people who have AIDS and have
Yeah.
lots of sex with each other, but don't have kids. Don't be that person either.
yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's awful.
Don't have AIDS kids.
Wait, so if you have an AIDS kid,
They die
AIDS
in like
kid-
2 years,
Not
Really?
necessarily.
2 months,
They can. It's not.
because their immune
they have
system
AIDS?
isn't
No. Well, because
not always.
let's put it this way. So in Africa, many kids are born with AIDS because so many people have AIDS in Africa because they're not equipped to better like be more sanitary. It's stuff we've been working on. Like people have been working on to help them, but it's really bad, and so a lot of people die young. But a lot of kids are born with AIDS, but they don't necessarily all die as kids either. They grew up with AIDS. So, but they still probably die young. It's crazy in Africa. So, like, in general, the biggest amount of population is supposed to be like the middle of the bracket.
right?
But so like if you look at the ages, it goes like there's less young and less old, and then most of the people are in that middle range of
Right.
age. But in Africa, it's the opposite. There's more like way more young, and people are dying so early. So it's like there's not a lot of
Like this.
yeah. It's so there's like way too many kids without parents out there.
Dang.
Yeah, Africa.
That's sad.
Africa.
Okay, so
So
new
back to the
topic.
super depressing podcast. Oh, so speaking of super depressing, let's hear about your last chick. I want to hear all about the story. I've been dying to hear about you were in a relationship at one point, right?
Okay, but I'm gonna go take a break.
All right, but I almost called you Vanessa, but Sydney's gonna go take a shit. Sydney Duran. She goes to Valencia High School, in case no one knew. She's gonna go take a big shit right now. while Zach tells me his love story.
Okay, so I was dating this Asian girl.
All right, when you say dating, what do you mean?
Well, we went out on like 3 or 4 dates.
Like dates?
Oh,
What were these dates like?
they were like group. Cause okay, the thing is, she like never left her friends. They were always just like next to her and everything. So I really couldn't do anything.
What do you mean?
Well, we never kissed.
Not once?
No.
How many months were you together?
3.
Okay. So you were together for 3 months, but you were never alone together?
Basically, yeah.
So, are you sure you were dating?
What?
I mean, are you sure you were dating?
Oh yeah. Yes.
But were you dating? You weren't really dating, though. Like, well, I should say, what was different about your relationship with her than your relationship with other girls?
We had a lot of passionate hugs.
That's good. You know what? Passionate hugs are important. Did you hold hands when you would walk
Yeah.
around the school?
Mhm.
Okay. But no kisses, no kiss on the cheek, but passionate hugs. Like, do you normally hug like your friends when you come and go?
No.
So you don't do that?
No.
You're not a hugging group?
No.
Is that weird?
Well,
I feel like I used to always hug every girl.
no, I got hugs from girls on my birthday, but that's it.
Oh, man, you need to start hugging more. This is why. All right, so you're worried about the kiss, but because you're not a hugger, she probably thought the hug was enough. So you need to hug more often, everybody. So that's like the standard. So that way, when you guys are in a relationship with someone, they don't think hugging just a little bit like longer is better.
Okay.
They'll kiss you on the cheek or something.
Okay, so anyways.
All right, sorry. So you're dating,
Yeah.
aka hugging and holding hands. Would you talk on the phone?
Yeah, we would FaceTime like every night.
FaceTime. Wow, man, this is like modern days here. Okay. So what would you do on FaceTime?
We would just like talk about things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. How long before you became a couple were you just friends? Yeah.
Like a month, a couple weeks,
So you
3
just
weeks.
did you just meet each other, or you just became friends?
Oh well, yeah, because I basically have majority girl friends that are girls.
Mhm.
So like yeah, we became friends because we had the same friends.
Okay.
We had like mutual friends.
And so right away were you into her?
No,
Was she into you?
I don't know.
Okay. So
It was like after we started talking.
okay.
Like we FaceTimed one time, and then that's just like
Do you FaceTime often with people?
yeah. Well, no, not anymore.
Okay.
Sometimes I FaceTime with my other friend Jackie, but
All right.
Okay, so anyways.
All right. No, I'm not done yet.
What?
I'm building the story, Zach.
Okay.
You're trying to rush the story. We're building the story. Okay. So how did you ask her to be your girlfriend?
Okay.
Or is it like, break it down. Let me hear the story.
Okay, so it's actually really embarrassing
Good.
because Jackie is the one who had to tell her that I liked her and had to tell me that she liked me. So it's just like it was like elementary school basically.
Okay. So, all right. So exactly how did this happen? Break it down. Break it down. More
What do you
detail.
mean?
You're just, all right. So did randomly one day you're like, Jackie, please tell her, what's her name? Are we giving names? I'm sorry. I can't remember her name. Kristen. Thank you. So did you say, Jackie, tell Kristen I like her? Or did Jackie do it on her own
No.
notion?
Jackie was asking me if I liked her like that.
Okay.
I was like, I don't know. I was like, maybe, I don't know. And then she was like, and then she sent me a screenshot of her texting Kristen, and then Kristen said that she liked me.
Okay.
Then so I say.
And then so what happened from there?
So I was thinking, okay, yeah.
And that was it. And did you ask?
Yeah, and then and it was Thanksgiving break, so I asked her over FaceTime, which is also really embarrassing.
Okay, so you asked her over FaceTime.
Yeah.
How would you say? How long? Okay, for now. All right. So flash forward. You're in a relationship.
Yeah.
During
it was like 3 months just passed. I think. Wait, hold on. So November.
We're not breaking up yet. We're not there yet. Stop trying to get ahead of yourself.
Okay.
We're not getting there yet. Did you guys ever say you loved each other?
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So she did say it one time. It's like, I love YouTube.
You said I love YouTube.
Yeah, but it's like.
So she said she loved you, and you said I love YouTube.
It was a really uncomfortable situation because I had like just told Jackie that I hated middle school relationships that are barely together, and they're saying like I love you, blah blah blah. Hold on. It's like the worst thing ever.
Wait a second. Let me go to the tail of the tapes here. I think I have some proof of this. I think I do. What do you feel about the word love on Ask FM?
Oh my god.
Zach responds, I genuinely hate middle school relationships where people say they love each other. Like, you don't know what love is, you're 5. Also, when people say that they love each other like less than 5 months into a relationship, I don't think that's long enough to truly love someone. Also, the scariest moment of a young boy's life, such as mine, is when your girl says, I love you, and you're just like, I like you a lot as well. Anyways, done ranting. So were you in a relationship at this time, 2 months ago?
No.
When you wrote this? So it was already later.
Yeah.
Okay. I had to get some, like when you write an essay, you have to have citations. I like the citations here. Okay, so she said I love you, and you said I love YouTube.
Yeah, and she never said it again. That was like one.
What was her response to you saying that? Did she laugh?
No, she didn't say. She didn't hear the YouTube.
So she thought you said I love you.
Yeah.
Too. Were you on FaceTime for this?
No, this was like at school.
Okay.
Because her class is like right across from mine, so like I hugged her goodbye. She said, and that's what happened.
And she's like, I love you. I love YouTube. Especially that.
It was just like really uncomfortable for that whole day.
Okay, and so how much longer between then and your breakup did that happen?
That was like 1 month.
That was at 1 month?
Yeah, that was like...
She still had 2 more months to go?
Yeah.
And she never said it again?
No, thank goodness.
All right. Now let's talk about the end. Okay. Finally, I'll let you get there.
Okay.
What happened?
It was like 3 months. Okay. And then, so... 3 months and like 2 weeks or something. 1 week, I don't know.
Tell me, you know exactly what it is.
I really don't.
How many hours in the relationship were you in?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't even know what day it was. It was a Monday.
It was on a Tuesday. Come on.
Okay, so on Thursday, I'm really stupid, so I didn't catch on until like lunch. But she was ignoring me like the whole day. It was really embarrassing because I literally was trying to talk to her and she was just talking to her friends. And then so I just started talking to Jackie and Alyssa the rest of lunch, and it was really awkward. And then so I usually walked her to language arts before I went to PE, but she was like already walking away, so I was like, okay, cool. And then so yeah, she ignored me that whole day. But then the next day we had a field trip, but only for certain people who like made it top five in each class for the Holocaust project. And I made it, so I was allowed to go.
I feel like it's almost blasphemous to have a top 5 Holocaust project. All right. It wasn't your Nazi Germany friend?
No. Oh, he did go.
Wow.
I'm really confused.
And he was there and just confused the whole time? Maybe they forced him to go because they're like, we gotta convince this guy this shit's real.
I'm really confused because his dad also went to like the Museum of Tolerance, which is about that. Like his dad was a chaperone.
Real quick for anyone who's not listening or who's listening, I think we actually talked about it last time.
Yeah,
you
you
on,
did.
but
You talked about it one time.
as a refresher, you have an ex-friend who is a Holocaust denier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's reformed, maybe. You gotta talk in the mic, Betty.
Pretty much.
All right. Okay. Anyways, so this top 5 dead or alive, you made it.
Yeah, so I made it because my video
You're
was
still
really
not
good.
like in the mic.
My video was really good.
Keep talking. I'm gonna get water.
Okay, and so I felt like everything was fine because she was talking to me again, even though it was only like a few people. And then so I was like, okay, everything's cool. And I draked it on Thursday for nothing because I started drinking it already.
What do you mean?
When she started ignoring me on Thursday, I started drinking it.
What do you mean by drinking it? Explain yourself.
What kind of question is that?
Explain
For those
yourself
who do not
for people
know
that listen that are adults.
Yeah, for people
Okay.
who do not know that Drake is also a verb.
Oh, okay. Drake, the rapper.
I mean,
He has
because when you
really-
say drinking, I feel like you mean spitting some hot fire. Okay, go ahead.
Drake,
I love
the
Drake.
rapper, he's really emotional with his lyrics. So it's really good for heartbreak.
Oh, so you're already playing? Were you playing Drake?
Yeah.
Or you're just feeling emotional?
No, I was playing Drake.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, and then Monday,
That's all
Everything-
I do.
everything was fine again.
Okay.
And then, so, whatchamacallit, social studies with Miss Collins. That's my last period.
Is she hot?
Yes.
Okay.
With,
Describe her for me.
okay. She's kind of short.
What's her first name?
Um,
That's better.
recently-
It's better. She won't tell.
Renee. It's something like weird.
Wow.
It's something like weird. Like I think it's like Renee.
How is that weird?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's
You just
amazing.
offended like half of our listeners that are all named Renee.
Renee.
Okay.
Well, it seems like old for her. Because she's like 20, 25,
Renee is a young
24.
name.
Okay. So she's 5'5",
Yeah.
and her name's Renee,
And then,
and she's hot.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, anyways. So I sit across from Kristen in 7th period because we just moved to seats. And, so...
Was this the day of the breakup?
No, we just
Oh,
moved
man.
seats like a long time ago.
How many
But
Drake-
they're not-
Saying, are you on
Oh,
the day
yeah,
of the breakup?
yeah, okay.
How
please
many
speed
Drake
it up.
songs deep were you at this point?
Well,
3 hours worth, or
I went like...
Like how many albums have you hit?
I hit like 2 albums on
Okay.
Thursday,
Okay.
and then I didn't listen to any more because I thought everything was fine.
he
yeah.
thought wrong.
I thought everything was the same.
Hi-yo! Oh wow, I jacked up some things right there. I hit an
That
octave
one
I shouldn't have hit. All right.
Okay, and so we were walking out of 7th period. I was talking to her. We were walking together, and then she pulls me aside and she's like, "Zach, I have to break up with you." I was like,
Wow.
Come with me if you want to live.
I was like, what? Like, I thought she was joking. And she's like, no, really, I have to break up with you. I was like, wait, what? She's like,
So
and
didn't
then
get
she
it.
starts off with her reasons. She was like, well, I just liked it better when we were friends. And then, what was the next one? Oh,
Obligation.
I hated feeling obligated to be around you. And then I didn't know all of those little things about you that really bugged me. I was like, wow.
He's the best.
That's very kind of
And
her.
I was like, wait, what about Friday? Why was like everything changed? And then she was like, I just felt like we were just hanging out as friends and not as boyfriend and girlfriend.
That is true because you never kissed her. So
You never made the move.
No, on Friday.
no, but I'm talking about the whole relationship.
So did you? So yeah, you said you guys did heavy hugging.
Heavy petting.
Yeah, heavy,
Passionate.
like actual heavy petting, like her petting your hair. Why didn't you ever make a move to kiss her? Were you nervous?
Like I said,
You could have done it when her friends were around. I don't
No,
get why
'cause
that
her-
was a stop. Like,
Uh,
you're embarrassed, might come away with some drool or what?
it's just
That's reasonable.
awkward. Like, her friends are like walking right next to her
Could've
at
been
all
just like,
times.
oh, come kiss me, baby.
but maybe once you brought the kiss, if you brought the game, then it would have changed her and be like, you know what, this whole friends thing.
Well, nowadays
Addiction.
I don't really care because she's really annoying and she's a
Correct.
I'm just saying,
cute.
your next
Yeah, yeah,
girl,
yeah,
you
yeah.
need to make a move quick.
I
True.
agree. I think you made the right decision because her answers were pretty shitty. I gotta say.
Oh,
Obligated to hang out with you. I mean, I feel obligated to hang out with you, but she shouldn't have to feel obligated to hang out with you.
Yeah.
it's like you're not, and she was like, "But I am."
Oh.
It's literally what she said.
Yeah, that's pretty horrible to say that, actually, I gotta say.
But it's also because you guys had the same group of friends. Like, maybe if it were like any other relationship where you guys had your separate friends,
Yeah.
she would have felt like she had more space to be on her own.
True.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, you know, she probably just, like, got annoyed by you.
She basically friend zoned you, Zach.
Yeah.
She really
She really did.
did. And
Yeah.
she
It's the ultimate friend zone when you're in a relationship
Okay,
and she
so
friend
the
zones you.
week after, like, the breakup was Monday, so we had that rest of the
So
week.
talk closer to the mic.
Okay, so I was basically ignoring her.
It goes back. Oh, man.
Okay, so I still ignore her to this day. So,
You
which
haven't
is
talked to her
really,
since?
So it's been
I
3
really
months?
haven't. No, it's, wait, March?
So it's been
2.
almost 3 months.
Oh, yeah, it has. Huh.
How funny.
Huh.
She whiz.
Ha 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 ha. So,
Okay. So, I've talked to her once. And then, so
what did you talk about?
I ignore her. She's like, she started crying and she was like,
Wait, this was in person?
yeah.
You never told me.
Oh, she also texted me one time.
Yeah,
Dang.
she texted
And
me.
I deleted the conversation, so I can't.
But wait, what did that say? What did the text
She
say?
was like, I really miss like being friends with you. Like, I never meant to hurt you. I just really hope we could get back to friends soon. And basically Zach was like, no, I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I gave her like one sentence
She sent like
answers,
5 paragraphs.
and then I
Wait,
sent
okay,
it.
so what happened in person? You
Oh,
never
she
told me.
said, she's like, Zach, can we talk? It's like, I guess.
What
We
a
started
douche.
walking, and then she was like, I just hope, and she started crying. She's like,
Zach, in the mic.
I just hope we can. I just hope we can be friends again. Blah blah blah. So I don't know if that's possible right now. She was like, okay, and then she just walked back, and I was like, okay, peace.
This was after
Like, this is-
or before the text?
I think before or after, maybe. I don't know.
Wow, those are the only 2 options, so... Maybe after.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, before.
Maybe
Well,
the
one of the
same
two.
day.
maybe at the same time. Simultaneous.
Maybe she texted while she was talking to me.
While she was crying.
So since you had the same friends, do you still hang out in the same group?
Okay, recently, yes, but before, no.
Well,
I didn't want to, because I sit at that table with all the girls.
mm.
So I didn't for like the first 2 weeks. And that actually created drama with my closest friend before her, Jackie and Melissa, because they were like, wow, you just like ditched us basically. Like, we were here for you, and then you just ditched us for these random people. I was like, okay, true. But also...
Is that what you said? Do you say it like that? True.
Yeah.
Are you like true?
True.
So right now we're good friends.
True, B. Okay.
True, boo.
Yeah,
what I
so...
want to know is, like, why is Yoda's hood not big enough to cover his head?
I don't know. I didn't even realize he had a hood.
I don't. It's not going to protect him from the weather.
It's more for style.
That's why he has this face.
He's fashion. He's fashion. Yoda's
He's
upset
like,
that the hood won't
big
go on
enough.
his face.
that his pants don't go to.
Gives him a moose knuckle.
He's upset that he has cankles.
Yeah, Yoda's not very happy with this fashion arrangement that they gave him. It doesn't make sense for him.
Oh my. That was good.
He's like, I'm out here trying to look like Jay-Z, not some washed up Kanye.
Ooh, that was ouch.
Vanessa says she's super hungry and her stupid Tupperware won't open. FML. Vanessa's just having difficulties in life right now. She can't swallow pills. Can't open Tupperware.
Was that you this morning where you were like, yeah, you better leave because you don't want the kids to see you not be able to swallow a pill again? Was that you?
No, she said she's leaving because she doesn't want...
Oh.
Because I said, did you take your pills? And she's like, no, I'm going to take it at work because I don't want them to see me gagging.
Oh, yeah,
trying to take the
I
pills
heard
again.
that. Like, I was sleeping, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So right now I'm friends with most of them.
So you're friends with them, but not her.
Yeah.
So it's still, it's over.
Yeah.
Forever.
Basically.
Do you think you can like scare her away from the group? Like, do you think you'll ever like banish her?
No, what's really annoying is that like when I finally did come back, when I stopped taking out with that random group of people, like I would be talking to all of them in a circle, and then she would come by. There would be like an awkward silence in the conversation, and then she'd come by, and then they'd all leave the group and form a circle around her, and I'd just be over here like, oh, same.
Same.
It's like, that's pretty cool. So, hoes before bros, apparently.
Hoes before, but are any of them bros?
No.
So,
So
hoes before hoes.
Hoes before hoes. Hoes is hoes.
No, because I'm the bro.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's hoes, so it's them before.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so
So you kind of left out.
Yeah.
You're talking about yourself.
Oh,
So basically, the
I thought you were calling
only
yourself a hoe.
true homies
Oh.
are like 4 people.
So it is 4 people that are like.
Dana, Visha, and Jackie and Melissa.
All right. These are the people.
These are the people I'm inviting to go to dinner with me next Saturday. So
You guys are going to dinner?
yeah.
The 5 of you? Interesting.
Then we're gonna have a twerk battle in the.
A twerk battle?
Say orgy.
I mean, that'd be cool.
Wow.
So
But
that's
don't have
also
sex because you don't want
something.
those AIDS.
Yeah.
I don't know what they've been doing.
So what's it called? Twerk battle.
Yeah.
So how come you have so many female friends? I mean, don't get me wrong. I think I was the same way in high school. Like I had male friends a little bit, but females I think I got along with better. I don't know why.
No, I just don't.
Do you have male friends still?
Yeah.
Oh, who's Brennan?
Oh, Brandon. He's a 7th grader.
Your boo. Oh, he's a 7th grader?
Yeah. He's funny.
Okay.
He funny though.
He funny. He funny. Is that your closest male friend?
I guess, yeah. And then I'm friends with like Paula and Zane still.
Are you still friends with them?
And AJ. AJ is really funny.
The one from Backstreet Boys?
He's the only
Oh, that's
cool
insane.
Asian that lives on this planet. So
All right. Do you think females treat you better than dudes?
yeah.
How so?
Dudes are just like so like most guys at my school are just so like it's like really I don't know how to put it.
Okay.
I mean,
like and rude and annoying.
rude and like how so?
Just like peace like I don't know. I
Do
don't
she?
know how to put it. Yeah.
I think I agree.
Super like
I don't know.
sexist, homophobic, racist, all of that stuff.
I hear what you mean. Especially like I think at that age it's even worse. You know, I think like many males I think mature over time, but I think a lot are slower to mature than like females. So especially at that age, I think a lot of that's obvious. Especially in junior high, I think I had more friends with females than males. And then high school, it kind of like balanced out a little bit more, I think, because maybe like people started to be on the same page.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see that a lot though. Like I see it Vanessa's family. So you guys have been to their things. Like it's so weird how it naturally like splits up. Like every Monday we go there for dinner, and all the guys go like in their area, and the girls go in their area. and I'm always kind of like
You're just like in between.
yeah, I bounce back and forth because I can't like hang with the dudes too long. I'm not like one of the dudes. I'm not that kind of guy. Because for them, like I don't think they do anything wrong necessarily, but their interests and like their mentality about things is not how mine is.
Yeah.
I get annoyed hanging out with the females too long too. So that's why I tend to bounce around.
With the kids. So you go to the kids.
I do. I spend a lot of time with the kids. I feel like
that's how I am.
I'm more on their level.
I really like kids.
Yeah.
I really hate kids.
Yeah, you really do.
Why
do you hate kids so much?
I don't know.
You get so jealous of them.
Lorenzo.
So
Key example,
annoying.
Lorenzo.
Why do you get so jealous of Lorenzo?
I don't know. He just gets like everything. And he's just like prized.
Coming
like,
from the guy who just got a laptop for his
That's
birthday.
true.
Yeah,
okay,
at age
that's
14.
true.
So.
Yeah.
He just has
Let's
like
throw
this
in the age.
security bubble around him that like he can't do anything wrong. And so
I don't
it's
think he
really
can.
annoying.
He is 7 years old.
I don't care.
He is.
He's still annoying and rude.
That's
I don't
weird.
know.
7 sounds old.
He
Remember
seems
when he
does.
used to
pretty
be
old.
1?
Yeah, I remember when he was born.
I remember
Yeah,
when he was
remember.
3.
When Brandon was at our
What?
brother's birth
I was there for the birth.
of my dad and my
I
stepmom.
was one of the first people. I think I met him before Tata did.
You held him first.
Yeah, I held him before his own grandpa.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
It was a great
That
moment
was
for
the
me.
weirdest thing ever.
Yeah, because he had to like, you had to take me to my game, right?
Well,
you
no,
had me.
I had Sydney, and then
We went and got Starbucks, and then we came back.
Tata was gonna take you to your game, and I just took you because I was like, oh, I'll spend time with your grandson. It's
And
cool.
it was really rare because Brandon would never come to our games. It would be like
Yeah, and
once
then
in
he
a blue
had to-
moon.
He
And
had
so
to
at
end up
this,
coaching.
this certain time,
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot.
He had to base coach because they always like picked a dad, and my dad would would
That's
usually
funny.
do it.
And they were all getting annoyed with me too because I sucked. Yeah.
that's really funny.
One time I had to ump a game for Alyssa too.
Really?
Yeah, when she was in softball, and it was so random, and it was the worst experience of my life because like I was the behind the plate ump, and I guess there was only one ump for that game, and both coaches were just yelling at me the whole time.
So you sucked.
Apparently I don't know. Like, I had a hard time telling balls and strikes, so I'm like, I gave him a ball last time. Strike this time. Yeah, I'm not I'm not in sync. I'm not. It's hard for me to tell those kinds of things in life. Yeah, it's pretty standard though. So what else is going on in your guys' life? What can you share? Have you guys been having mom issues lately? Or
No.
Have you been having mom issues?
A non-issue kind of thing these days.
I don't know. I asked Zach what his best memory of mom was, and he said when she threw a fit about pepperoni pizza instead of cheese.
Because she
I don't know this.
she
Okay, so there was this one
Didn't-
time
I
she
was-
didn't have money.
Let's
she
not tell
like,
the story.
yeah
Okay.
okay so she she was supposed to have her paycheck come on like this day, but then it was moved back some. I don't know why. So she was already like upset. She was like already about to cry.
If you're not gonna keep talking in the mic, I'm gonna have Sydney tell the
Yeah.
She was already about to
Seriously.
she was already about to cry, and then so the pizza came that she ordered, and then so we were looking at the pizza, and she ordered 1 cheese and 1 pepperoni, and then she opens the first box that is cheese, and then she opens the next one and it's cheese too, and she's like, no pepperoni.
And she starts hitting the bed. She's like on the floor.
What?
She's like, no pepperoni. And we're like trying not to laugh.
And I started laughing. I was like smiling, and Alyssa was like,
Zach.
Zach, stop it. She like slapped me.
That's so funny.
Dude, hey, sometimes you just really want those pepperonis.
That's Zach's best memory.
I mean, that's a good memory.
I told her that I don't really have like bad memories with mom. Like you guys do. You guys remember bad stuff. I just don't really. She was always the nicest to me.
Yeah, she really was, because Zach would like our parents. That's when like Dad and Roselle were like super like they got on Zach about everything, and Roselle was super mean to him all the time. And so when we would go to mom's, like Zach like preferred it there because mom would like treat him like a baby.
Yeah, you get spoiled.
Yeah. Well,
Man.
spoiled with the $2 she had.
Yeah, spoiled in the best way she could.
Spoiled, yeah.
He got to watch a lot of Charmed.
He got to pick the TV of what we watched.
Yeah.
So.
Charmed and Grey's Anatomy all day.
Oh, nowadays I really don't. Grey's Anatomy, just like the blood
Grey's
and the
Anatomy is good.
accidents. That just like gives me the
Were you upset when you
heebie-jeebies.
heard about McDreamy dying?
I was.
Didn't both of them die?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
McDreamy and McSteamy.
Oh, there's a McSteamy as well. I'm
McSteamy
sorry.
is hotter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, is that arguable? Or is that fact?
That's fact.
That's pretty
the
arguable.
law.
The wall.
The law.
Oh, the law.
The wall.
The wall.
That's the
Dyslexic.
wall.
I think you said the wall.
Dyslexic hearing.
I wrote mom for the first time in ever to tell her my dad died. But so I'm gonna read you what I wrote.
Wait, you sent it?
I sent it to her. She never wrote me back, by the way. Which I don't know if she uses Facebook or whatever. But anyway.
Well, it
I
looks
think
like
she
she
does.
does.
She posts pictures.
Oh,
Her boyfriend.
Well, I had her blocked, and
Oh.
I unblocked her to send the message, and that's it.
Okay, so let's hear it.
So, I don't know if you use this or not, but I don't know how else to contact you. I thought you should know that my father passed away this morning from kidney and heart failure, among other things. I don't know anything that's going on in your life right now, but I just want to let you know that it's not too late for you to be the person you have the potential to be. The only guarantee in life is a life worth dying for. Shout out to Atmosphere.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Is the life you have the life that is worth dying for? Maybe it is, but I think you have the potential for greatness. When I released you from my life, I told you that I loved you and I never stopped. I wish things were different, and I will never stop having hope that one day they could be. Best wishes for you.
She didn't write back.
That was good.
It's pretty good, right?
That was
Can
really
it say, like, she read it? Is there, like, a read receipt?
There's not a read receipt. But she could be like me when I get messages. I don't like always read them. I read them like on the notification bar, and then I close it out. Does that make sense? Especially if it's something I'm like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
But I mean, that was the day my dad died, so I was a little emotional.
You were, yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, I'm gonna tell her that he's dead because I feel like that's I don't know. I feel like that's something to do. Maybe she wouldn't even care. Maybe she's like happy. I don't think so though, because it's still like somebody she had a baby with.
Yeah.
And but then I was just gonna leave it at that, and then I was like, I'm gonna tell her some shit too while I'm here. Get out some shit. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Last I've heard is she's like I don't know if she's homeless or
Yeah.
basically.
something.
She's like heroin. She's using heroin. There's like pictures of
Heroin
her.
now?
There's pictures of her with like track marks all over her body.
Wow.
Ew.
So. I saw
Yeah.
them.
That's
There's a lot of bruises.
gross. That's horrible. So, well, I mean,
Back-
I wish the best for her. I still, don't like not wish the best for her. I still do believe that what people had to offer her wasn't what was going to change it. And unfortunately, it looks like nothing was going to change it. Maybe that was the only thing kind of keeping her afloat, but I don't think that was... I think that's done... For me personally, I think it's done better for, not having her here. That makes sense?
Yeah,
but
I agree.
it sucks. Like, at the same time, I hate to see anybody, like, struggling, especially someone that birthed me. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. What do you do? How do you fix a person? If anybody has answers out there, how do you save people? I mean, maybe I should have put on tights like that fucker from Super we watched yesterday. I'm gonna go to her drug dealer
and hit him with a wrench.
Yeah. Don't sell drugs.
People don't butt.
You don't butt in line. God, honestly, that's one of like the things I get annoyed about so much.
When people cut.
When people save for other people.
Yeah.
And I hate being that person. Vanessa, like when we do movies with like her siblings, because we end up always being there earlier, so we end up being that person. And I hate it.
So you feel like a hypocrite.
I hate it. I often like will even refuse to do it, I refuse to be the person that comes that butts in. Mm-hmm. So if I'm gonna be late, that's okay. Like I'm okay with getting the wrong spot, but I don't know. It depends. Like if it's not a big deal, if it's like not a crowded theater, I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
But I hate it when like it's the opening night and people are now left to sit in the very front row because we're saving a whole row.
A whole row.
You know, it's like, all right, and then they walk in like 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you know, that's jacked up. That's jacked up that people like that got here early have to sit up there because, you know, we're saving these spots. I don't know.
But
it's a pet peeve.
also, that one time at Knott's Berry Farm, when this little girl was like, her mom went to go get her
You're
like
kids again.
This one is not of kids though. It's about this
Okay.
racist white guy.
So there's this little Asian girl, and her mom went to go get her a drink or something, or went to go to the bathroom, and so the little girl was waiting in line, and then her mom came back. She was like, excuse me, like to go back to her daughter, and then this really redneck white guy in front of us, he like is like blocking the way. He's like blocking the way
Yeah.
for her to like get through, and she was like, excuse me, and then he was like, what did he say? He's like, no, you can't cut in line in front of all of us. And she was like, oh, but my daughter is there. And then he was like, it's like, I don't care. She shouldn't have been saving your spot. You should just go back in the back of the line or something. Isn't that what he said?
Yeah, I forgot what he said. I feel like he said something like, just because you think, like, I don't know. I feel like he said something racist.
Yeah, I think he did.
Like, something about, like when you come to our country, like,
yeah.
He said something, like, really stupid. Like, it had nothing to do
He
with
talked in this
saving in
stupid
line.
I hate when people
Texan
get those
accent.
accents. You know, I hate when people get stupid logic like that in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, okay, what does that have to do
You're in
with
America.
cutting?
We don't cut.
Yeah.
It's America, land of the not cutting. You don't butt in line.
Zach just drooled.
Stop drooling, man.
He got
I
really
told you I
excited. He was like, America.
America.
I probably did talk in a Texan accent,
Is
Just
that your
stop.
Texan? That's it.
so you shouldn't.
America.
I
America.
have a
America.
question.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so it's kind of
It's kind of hot.
yeah, it's really hot. So like, how did Deanna deal with it?
Deal with what?
Like your dad passing?
And how so? Like, I don't know. And what do you mean?
Well, were they like really close before?
No, I mean, their like marriage was already drifting apart.
Mm-hmm.
Like to the point that they were, you know, living in separate rooms and whatnot. But then, so they probably would have gotten a divorce if, you know, financially and selfishly, I guess, for CJ, you know, they would have been okay with sharing custody. But I think also like they could afford to live on their own. They both like living where they were living. So, sorry. And so I think like the relationship was already over.
Mm-hmm.
But then my dad started getting really sick.
Mm-hmm.
So Deanna kind of became like more of a caretaker-ish, you know. She didn't really do like the actual caretaking part, you know, but she was very much involved with all the hospital stuff and taking him places and you know, paperwork and paying for shit and all that kind of stuff, buying the right food and, you know.
Did he have like a will?
Yeah, he ended up making one. I mean, not that he had like money to give or whatever, you know, but he made some like more so to like figure out how to take care of stuff, you know, regarding him, I guess. So if that makes sense.
Like what to do for like
Yeah, like
funeral wise, stuff like that.
Yeah, so but I mean, so like the whole time he was sick, you know, I think she expressed more anger than anything. You know, more like frustration with the situation and like her situation of like, you know, having to be in this role, I guess. But then once he actually passed away, like she called me and she was crying, and this was the first time I had heard her cry about this the whole entire time. So like through all this, she wasn't like broken down at all. And then so she finally like cried then, and she was kind of like that in a mess for, you know, at least like that week after, which was weird, you know, because I hadn't really seen her like that before. And I think it really like hit her finally, you know, once it actually happened, I guess. So I don't know. It's weird, you know. I do think like part of it is like she was like liberated in some ways, you know, like she doesn't have that worry anymore, like where she has to. There's a huge part of her life became taking care of my dad. You know, and it's especially hard for when you're already in a relationship and that relationship's like over, and now you're in that role. You know, like it.
But whereas before it could have been like, I love this person till they die. You know?
Correct. Yeah. Like if Vanessa got sick right now, you know, it's like I want to take care of her because I want her to recover, and I want, you know, and all that. And I'm, you know, not that Deanna didn't want my dad to recover or anything like that. It's just like it's a different situation when you already have a lot of like anger towards each other, and you know, I don't even know if it's anger, but just distance in your relationship. It's already, you know, it's hard to when you don't have that emotional attachment. It's hard.
To do it.
Yeah, it's kind of like
a chore.
A chore, yeah, and I have to clean my room even though my dad, you know, wants me to do it, and yeah, Zach, looking at you.
Shout out to Zach.
Yeah, but you know, so I think in some ways it's a relief for her, you know, like she's free now, kind of from that part of her life, and she can finally like, you know, move on to the life that she should have moved on to, you know, years ago. Like I firmly believe, you know, and I had this conversation before with my dad, like you guys should, if you guys are unhappy, and you guys should just get a divorce. Like it's okay to do that. But they didn't want to because of, you know, mostly CJ and, you know, their housing situation. And
so will you still view her like as your mom?
Yeah, definitely. And so, you know, we're still really close and everything like that, you know, and she's a huge part of my life, my whole life. So yeah, like that, nothing like that's changed. You know, I think it would be weird, you know, like, because eventually she's going to start dating again and stuff like that. And that's going to be weird at first. And, you know, it's going to be a different situation, but it's not, it's life, you know, it's how you, I would hope that she starts dating. You know, that would be very unfortunate if she didn't and was like single for the rest of her life.
It's like the,
Yeah, you don't want that. Like, you don't want that for anybody. So it's going to be weird at first, but at the same time, like, you know, you want that to happen. You don't want people to stay single. And so I don't know. It's a weird situation though, for sure. Just especially because our family's so small. I think.
Yeah.
It's just like our family was tiny, and then my grandma passed away, and then like 6 months later, my dad passed away. So it's like, you know, we're down to me, Deanna, CJ, and my grandpa. You know, and Vanessa.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like, it's crazy to have such a tiny family. Now, luckily, I think all of us are healthy, so we should be all right.
Yeah.
How's CJ?
CJ's okay. He's hard to read, to be honest. I worry about him the most. And, because I already worried about him before.
Yeah, because...
Yeah, I mean, he's
different.
He's different, and you know, I mean, sometimes it's hard for me because I think maybe there's just a disconnect, like in what I see and what like he is. I guess, you know, like the way I see him is so troubled and, you know, all these things. But like when I talk to other people that are around him, usually they don't feel the same way that I feel. So maybe it's just me, like the way I view him. Part of it, I think, you know, having like you two grow up like before me, like I saw you guys from born to, you know, your age now, and so I had that with him too. And I think you two are so much different than CJ, and I think like I compare him unfairly to you guys sometimes, where I'm like, oh, you know, at this age Sydney and Zach were doing this, but at this age CJ's not doing that. What's up with that? You know, and
that
that's
also has to do with like having older siblings around and like just a different like parental environment, I guess.
100%. And even me, so like I also like look at like, man, when I was a kid, I like in this household I could not get away with X.
Yeah.
You know, but it was also a huge different situation because we lived with my grandparents. And and some of the things I attributed my dad and my stepmom to doing, like for me, was really my grandparents, and maybe my dad and stepmom kind of falling in line because we were in the house of my grandparents, so they wanted to beat my grandparents to the discipline.
Yeah.
But so it's a huge difference having my very like conservative grandparents in the house versus my parents who are like way more liberal. So, and so you see that with CJ. I don't know how he's gonna turn out later, because but like sometimes I'm scared, like, oh man, this guy's gonna have tons of problems, whatnot. But maybe not. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Did he cry when you told him?
Like about I wasn't there.
I thought you were the one who told him.
No, I came later that day, but he was. Deanna told him after. Deanna was there with him at the house when he got home from school. So she told him. He knew. She said, "Hey, I have to talk to you. I need to, tell you something." And he's like, "Dad's dead." And she said, "Yeah." And I think he cried a little bit, if I remember right. So he didn't cry with me when I talked to him. I haven't seen him cry about it. He cries about a lot of things, but I haven't seen him cry about
when you
that.
took his Wii U.
God, that was the worst. That was a lot of drama when I took his Wii U. Yeah.
I like how Deanna got mad at you.
Yeah. They.
How dare you take his toy?
Well, they all got mad. Yeah, like the whole neighborhood. I guess they heard him crying. So I mean, and so it's also tough. I think for him is like he doesn't have like a big brother. He kind of has another parent. I've never treated him like my little brother. I've always played more of a parental role to him. Probably because of our age difference and just...
That's how I used to be to Zach earlier. Like, when we first moved in with Nana and Tata, like, right after the divorce. And, like, Dad would always tell me, like, you're not his mom. Like, stop treating him like you're his mom.
Yeah.
It was just, like, hard because, like, I was the only one, like, with him 24/7, So, I don't know.
No, it's true. And, I mean, I was even like that to Alyssa. And, I've been like that to you guys in many ways. And... and I think especially with CJ, but especially because my dad hasn't been a parent for a while because of his sickness, and, before he passed, and so I think like even more so I like try to step in and punish the guy. I see I see things and I'm like, dude, you shouldn't be like talking like that, or you shouldn't be,
because they aren't doing their
yeah. So when I see like my parents not responding to him or making suggestions for him to change, like I'm more like stern about it. I'm like, dude, you need to do this right now. I'm gonna drop kick you. So I'm worried when I'm a parent. Like I'm worried that
Yo, could I have a pudding?
Yeah, help yourself to my chocolate pudding.
I was like really annoyed because on Mother's Day, Lorenzo was like to Nana. She was like, "Oh, does Tata say Happy Mother's Day to your mom?" Like in that annoying voice, and then Nana was like, "Oh, my mom is in heaven." And he was like, "Oh, okay."
Lorenzo?
And yeah, I was like,
I mean, he's
Doesn't
7.
he know?
yeah, and she was just like, she had this like, and she just looked like sad after that. It's just like
Lorenzo had this like weird like period of time where he was like really questioning like, oh, like so when like mommy and daddy get old, like they're gonna have to go to heaven too, and like where's Nana Wella gonna go when she dies, and like stuff like that. And like our parents were like worried that he was like depressed.
Oh, and like why he was questioning all that?
Yeah, because he would get like he like cried one night when he was like talking to them about it.
Oh wow,
it was like really weird.
yeah.
I mean, I think
too much.
Yeah, I think he does think a lot. He's a smart kid.
He's just really smart.
Yeah, so I think he's just he analyzes a lot of things, and I think death's a heavy concept to grasp, especially for that young of an age. The heaven thing bothers me, and it's not, and I let it be, but I'm not a heaven believer, and so like through my dad's death, it's kind of been awkward. Like, a big thing that people keep saying is, "Oh, now
he'll rest in heaven."
Now he's in heaven with your grandma, and whatever.
So, like, what do you believe happens after?
I believe you die.
That's what Dad said.
Yeah.
I asked him.
Yeah, you just
I
die.
thought
He said, well, there's a heaven. Don't you believe in Jesus? And I said, no. And he was like, I was like, no, what do you really think? Like, that's what Nana believes. And then he was like, you want to know what I really think? And he was like, you just die.
Oh, he told me that he believes in, like, Catholicism just because of that.
He said,
just because
people believe
what happens after.
People want to believe that because it's, don't you think that's, he said his way of thinking is scarier because, like, isn't that scary to just, like, think disappear. Of death and, like, you no longer exist?
It is. I mean, I gotta say, like, of any time in my, except for when I was, like, going through real issues and trying to find faith, like, like drug issues and, like, that was the only time I think I was, like, low enough to really try. But I gotta say, like, with my dad passing, it's, like, one of the only times I could remember really, like, wanting to believe almost in something else. Because, like, it would be easier to just think that, if that makes sense, like...
That he's in a better place.
Yeah, and I get it with kids and stuff, like, that, people want to, like, tell them, like,
They're happy now.
They're happy now, and things are better. And to me, I believe he's not happy now, but I believe he was unhappy then, and I'm glad that he's not in that situation. And for me, that's a positive. Like, for me, that's a win. If it was an untimely death and he got shot and killed or something, like, yeah, that would bum me out, probably more, and that would probably make me want to believe in that whole heaven thing even more.
Yeah,
because that's like, oh, this just happened.
He's a good person.
He's a good person, and he just died, But for someone to be sick and suffering, to watch them die is a good thing because you're like, okay, you're not suffering anymore. And, so... But the concept of heaven, I'm like, yeah, like, it's cool, and I'm glad, like, if that's what you believe in, that's fine. But most people have told me, like, religious things like that, and, oh, he's in heaven now, and, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, all right, cool. Like, or I'm praying for your dad and stuff. I'm praying for your family, and I mean, that's cool. Like, stop, drop prayer. I feel like prayer, like so many people could be doing actions to, like, help people, but they're like, I'm praying, and I'm like, that's really not doing anything. It's for anybody right now. Maybe it is. I could be totally wrong. So I'm not gonna say that prayer doesn't do anything because who am I to know? Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that I do know, and I do think that people, they're like, oh man, I'm going to pray for those kids in Africa. And it's like, no, motherfucker. Why don't you, like,
go fly
there and help them out? That's not easy either. I mean, it's just, I don't know, this whole prayer thing. It was National Day of Prayer recently. I don't know if you guys saw that on social media.
Did you see that it was like Law Enforcement Appreciation Day?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was like Nike and this other sports thing.
Uh-huh.
And it was the day that news like sent out. Do you know Tamir Rice?
Which one's that?
The 12-year-old who got shot because he was like waving a fake gun around.
Which city?
There's
been so much going on lately that I can't even keep up with the names anymore.
It was a black kid. He was like waving a toy gun around, and he was 12.
Okay.
He was shot by the police.
This is the older one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
Like, news got out that day that it was Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, that his mom was cremating him, and that she also got fined $18,000 because his body was in government custody.
While he was already dead.
Yeah. She was fined because they were like investigating or something.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
So she was fined for her son dying. And then it was Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. So that was just really smooth.
I here's one. I'm not going to say that, they could have timed, if Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, let's say, was something already planned out. You can't plan out that something like that's going to happen the same day. Mm-hmm. Especially, it just shit happens, right? So I think all these ridiculous holidays and appreciation days are ridiculous. That every day we've got like 3 different holidays now. I think that needs to chill out. But you know, I mean, I at the same time, like, if you're like, oh, okay, this day of the year is going to be law enforcement day or whatever, and, you know, something happens, like, I don't, you know, it is what it is. Shit happens on the same day. It's crazy, but I don't think it's like, how dare you guys have Law Enforcement Appreciation Day when it was already planned.
So our Honda got towed by the police.
Oh, yeah? That same day?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the same day.
So how come it got towed?
So basically, like the city of Placentia, I don't know if it's just Placentia,
Yeah.
but like there's this thing. It's like a new law, like 6 months ago, where if your registration is like, if it's overdue for paying for it, then they could tow your car. So our car was parked on the street and they towed it because like we had paid our registration, but we hadn't passed the smog check yet, or we hadn't gotten it like smogged yet. But like the part that they were actually checking for was fine. Like, so it was just like a second half that like was really unnecessary because we don't even like, we moved that car into our driveway anyways.
Yeah.
So like basically it was like they put it in impound and it was $150 to get it out, but in order to get it out, we had to go get a permit from DMV to drive it since it's not smogged.
Yeah.
And then like this whole process with the insurance, like it's just
that's way too much stress.
dumb. And basically our mechanic said that it's just because they want to like get revenue. So by like putting it in impound and stuff like that. So I really don't know.
Sometimes I just reflect on my life and I still can't grasp the fact that Beck beat Beyonce for Best Album of the Year in the Grammys.
Please.
That's just...
The Beck album was good, though. It was really good.
hurts my
I mean,
heart.
Beyonce's was good, but
I haven't heard it.
Beck's album was better.
That's better than Sam Smith.
I was surprised that Sam Smith didn't
If
win.
Sam Smith beat Beyonce, it would be respectable.
I thought
Beck-
Sam Smith's album was better than Beck's. I respect, you know, what Beck does all the way. But to me, all right, so Beck's album was really good, but it's not something like, it's something I have to be in the mood for. Sam Smith album, I can play it pretty much whenever. Beyonce's album was really good too, but I got sick of it pretty quickly because I'm not a huge Beyonce fan. So I liked her older albums better. But you know, we don't need to talk about that anymore. That happened a long time ago.
Old.
So what's your fascination with Beyonce?
Just
Let's talk about it.
her voice.
Where did it sprout from?
Yeah, where I
Oh.
feel like this came out of nowhere.
I really don't know.
Out of nowhere. Okay.
Oh
Okay,
my gosh.
that was excessive.
I really don't know. It just like ever since I stopped being friends with the German kid, I just like found my true love for Beyonce.
That doesn't explain where it came from.
Yeah,
You just
so-
basically repeated yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, I think it's when I listen to Beyonce.
Which album? The first one?
Beyonce's
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
That's the first one, right?
This is the last one that just came out.
Oh, it's called
Beyonce.
Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Sorry.
then I listened to that and I was like, wow, this is actually really good. And then I remembered how good I'm Sasha Fierce was, how good B-Day was, and then I listened to Dangerously in Love because I never really listened to all of that stuff, and that was really good too. And and then I just came in love with her body, her face, and her voice. So...
Have you been considering dressing up as her for Halloween?
No, I feel like that would be like disrespectful to her.
That's true. You didn't think it was disrespectful to dance to her music?
No.
No.
In the way that you dance to it?
You should watch Todrick Hall.
Oh
He's really
my
good at
gosh.
covering Beyonce
Yeah.
stuff.
Todrick Hall is another YouTuber.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys have the YouTube on market.
You
on
can.
lockdown.
Oh, you should.
What's the link for this?
For what?
It's just
For
on
your show.
iTunes.
iTunes.
That's easier for phone, for mobile.
Yeah. The podcast about nothing. If you guys are listening, or you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Pod About Nothing. Facebook.com/the podcast about nothing.
Are there people listening right now?
2 people.
No, isn't this not even on?
It's broadcasting live.
Oh.
Whole time.
2 people.
2 people are in here on this random show.
Wait. So where is it broadcasting live?
It's broadcasting live. Mixlr.com/podaboutnothing.
Mixlr, like
mixlr.com/podaboutnothing. If you download the Mixlr app, it's a lot easier. Follow us at podaboutnothing. And you can download all the songs, episodes on iTunes, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, or podcastgarden.com/podcast/the podcast about nothing.
Product placement?
Yeah.
I had to get it all in there. In case you're listening, you got to know how to listen to us.
That was just
say,
really
product
shameless.
Shameless
Product placement.
We always watch like shows and stuff
shameful.
where it has like a bunch of stuff like with the product name on it.
So like, I'm using this blah 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 hair wash today.
Speaking of which, our sponsor today is The Wedding Geek.
Wow.
Contact The Wedding Geek and
do you
get
have
married.
funds
Funds
for the
what?
Wedding Geek?
What do you mean funds?
Like, do you get paid?
Yeah.
How much?
Well, it depends. I'm not going to say how much I made on this last one
Was
because
it-
I charge $200 per wedding, but I'll give you a discount with the promo code pod about nothing.
Okay. Wow.
We're gonna wrap this up now. I hope
How
you guys
long
are.
has it been?
It's almost 2 hours.
Oh my gosh.
I hope you guys are ready for
Because I was
how
sleeping for 30 minutes.
how we end every show. Let me drop the jingle.
We didn't even do like Florida news or anything like that.
What's the deal with what is up with what's the deal with
What's the deal with
what is the deal?
So if you don't know or listen to this show, Sydney,
Sydney.
What's the deal is a segment where you get to. This is your chance where you get to just kind of rant about something and say,
Alright.
"What's
I
the
already
deal
missed mine.
with that?" So
What's the deal with
no,
Beck?
you get a new one, and Zach, I want you to kick this off.
What? I was just about to take a drink of water.
All right, take a drink and think about it.
Okay.
Just, no one's waiting on you. Just everybody.
Just everybody.
Okay.
And you gotta say, "What's the deal?"
Okay, hold on. Trying to think of something. Do you already have something that you can say? Because I don't.
Yeah,
No,
one
I'm
Sydney.
thinking.
Are you thinking?
I'm thinking.
Are we all thinking here?
Wait, what does it have to be like? Anything you just want to talk about for like a minute?
All right, I'll go. I got one.
Okay.
What's the deal with notification sounds? I cannot stand text message alerts.
I don't know about this one.
And I mean, here's the thing. I'm
I'll
okay.
play some.
I'm okay with like in certain situations where you truly need it. But what I cannot stand. All right, so I can handle a phone like going off. If someone's calling you and there's a ringer to that, okay. Unless your phone's ringing every second, then no, fuck off. But really, if you're getting text messages over and over and over and over, I don't want to hear your stupid ass ringtone go off a million times. It drives me fucking crazy.
Here, let's just listen to some of iPhone.
No, let's not.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it at all. So one particular that drives me crazy is at work. I only work. It's me, my stepmom Deanna, as I previously mentioned, and I'm in one room and she's in the other, and she has different ringtones. One of the more recent one is the Jetsons sound. Whatever. So every like second, it's like dun 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 dun, and I'm just like, and I just keep hearing it, and every time I hear it, and it's so loud, and I just kind of jump. I'm on the edge, and I'm just I don't know. It drives me crazy. So really, turn your shit on silent. Don't be so obnoxious, people in this world. No one wants to hear your sounds. You don't even need to hear that sound because you're already staring at your phone every second of the day anyways. And if you miss it by 10 seconds, it's okay that you missed it by 10 seconds because you're going to notice that notification in 10 seconds. So keep it on silent.
That was a good one.
Don't be a dick. What's the deal with notifications?
Okay.
Go
I
ahead.
have a good one. Can I just
I'll
drop,
be the judge if it's a good one.
Can
but
I
go
drop can my What's the Deal be dropping a song that I wrote?
ahead.
What does that even mean?
Wait, Zach, should we do our song? The song that we wrote?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with what's the deal?
It means what's the deal about
No, we need a closeout song, so that'll be a closeout song this week. Okay, go.
Okay.
So you need a what's the deal?
Okay, let me think now.
Yeah, I got a good one.
Okay, I'll be the judge.
Oh wait, just kidding. I thought of it, but then I lost it.
Wow. So,
I'm really thinking. Hold on.
what's the deal with you guys not having a what's the deal?
Yeah, I wasn't prepared.
I know
for
you weren't
this.
prepared, so
Yeah, this was hard.
I'll let it slide.
This is a lot of pressure.
Man.
Okay. Okay. This is what I hate. What's the deal with friends hanging out without you and then sending you Snapchats about it? I hate that. Okay.
Me too.
Even if you're not even like really good friends with them, but you all hang out at school together, whatever, like, okay, and then they think it's like funny, haha, like all three of us are hanging out except for you, and then we'll just send you stuff about it so that you feel included when you're really not and you weren't invited at all. So
When you actually feel more discluded.
Oh yeah, that's
More excluded.
I
I
do
mean.
hate when that happens. When I get a Snapchat and like Alyssa, Sydney, and Zach are all hanging out, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. They're having a great time together. Good thing they told me about this fun sibling adventure they're having.
okay, and then to go along with this, these are the same people. Okay, like a couple months ago, they would like hang out as a group, like a big group is a bigger group. They would all hang out, and then I would get mad and say like, oh, like, how come you don't invite me to these things? They're like, well, you're not even really a part of the group. And I'm like, because you never invite me to these things. How am I supposed to come if I don't get the invitation? Like, where is that reasoning? I don't even get it.
So what do you have to say about that?
Basically, I say, if all of you guys...
Yeah, you gotta say it.
Oh, say what?
Let's go.
What's the deal?
Let me hear it though.
Wait, but I don't know what I'm
What's
supposed to say.
the deal with... Go ahead.
What am I supposed to say?
With your thing. What's your...
Yeah, say it again.
Summarize it in one
You need
sentence.
to read. Just read.
What's the... Oh, wait.
Come on.
What's the deal with people being assholes?
There you go.
There
That's a
we
good
go,
one,
okay.
actually. Good job.
That's
Okay.
for me.
Seinfeld appreciates
Okay,
what you
okay.
can say.
Okay.
All right, Zach. Hey, Izzy says we're the best, and I think you're the best, Izzy.
Who's Izzy?
I don't know, but Izzy's in the chat room and agrees with both of our what's the deal. So you
my
better
gosh.
step it up, Zach.
I just have
We just
so
brought it.
much pressure.
Yeah, Zach is gonna
Oh
totally
my
blow.
gosh.
All right, Izzy's the judge. We didn't do Judge Joey this week, so we're
it's
doing
Judge
Judge Izzy.
Izzy. Yeah.
Judge Izzy will tell us if yours is
Oh my
good.
goodness. Okay, hold on.
Oh man.
Oh, wait.
Oh my gosh. I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
Come on.
There's so much pressure.
If beyond,
Wait, is Izzy my friend?
maybe.
Oh
Wait,
my
let me
gosh.
look.
Hold on.
All right, Zach. Your time is
Just getting
ticking.
there. No, oh my
Is this what's
gosh.
gonna happen if you meet Beyonce? You're just gonna blow it.
Oh my gosh. What do I say?
It's my friend. Okay, his name is Isaiah. So
Hi,
it's Judge
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Oh my
Nah.
god.
Nah, Judge Izzy sounds
Judge Izzy
better.
sounds
All
better.
right, all right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't
Your voice is
know.
cracking, Zach. You're breaking.
All right.
Okay. I really don't know. Don't know what's going
Are
on
your hands
here.
getting clammy? Mine are getting clammy for you.
Oh my gosh. This is so difficult.
This is the part where Zach just ruins the podcast about nothing forever. Izzy said you guys are the best, and now Izzy thinks we're the worst. Izzy is upset by this whole podcast now.
He's never gonna.
Izzy says, "Can I give you guys a subject?" And I say yes.
Yes,
Izzy, because
yes,
we need
please.
something because Zach
Please,
sucks.
I am. Oh my gosh.
What he say?
He says, "OMG, thank you."
He's so happy. Thought it was a girl, but
He's
he's.
like, I got the shout out.
He says, Let's see." I thought you had something.
So he
Izzy.
doesn't have anything.
Oh my god.
You told us, but you didn't. He's nervous.
Oh, okay, I got one.
All right. You come up with an Izzy. While no, don't forget.
What?
You better come up with it, and Zach's gonna drop it right now.
What's the deal with
A little higher.
What? I can't go ahead.
What's the deal? Like that.
What's the deal?
What's the deal with a Nintendo park Nintendo Park. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming out with a section of Universal Studios. It's just gonna be Nintendo.
I think it's replacing actually the Marvel.
Because now
What? That's lame.
no, because now Disney has the rights to Marvel.
They've been trying to find a way to move it out because they Universal can't be
Yeah, they can't add on to it because of
Disney.
Disney World right next to it.
Yeah. So I mean, so you don't like that they're having a Nintendo World?
No, I am.
Then it's not. What's the deal? You're so dumb. Oh my god.
I mean, that sounds kind of exciting. Makes me almost want to go back. Just think of like a a Mario Kart ride.
Mm.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Or
like
Super Smash
Where
Brothers.
you can control it or what?
No. I was thinking they could do one like
Rainbow
what's
Road.
No,
Oh.
I'm saying that it's like the ride at Disneyland. You know, the one where the car drives
Autopia?
straight. Yeah, they could do it like that. And
Nah.
Autopia. Did I just say Autopia?
Have you been on the Cars Land one?
No.
I think like something closer to that would probably
What
work
is
better.
how is it?
It's like you're in one of the cars, from the movie, and you race each other. Like there's two cars, but then part of it you're not really racing. You're going slow, and you're like looking at stuff, and then at the end there's a race, and you actually go fast. Because like you don't actually get to control it, but Autopia you can't really do anything. So
yeah,
that,
'cause
like
it's on a track.
I think it might even work better for like almost like a 3D ride. Like.
I feel like that would not be as cool though.
But I mean, I feel like it would be more like cartoony, like what it would be on the game.
Yeah.
So this really wasn't a what's the deal.
No.
It was kind of like, hey, guess what?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Okay, you know what?
So that sucks for you, dude.
What's the deal with people not liking Beyonce? That's a better one.
I feel like you have to like clue in Beyonce every 5 minutes.
Hey, I just have to bring her in.
But
all the time.
Vanessa's sister had some fighting words the other day.
About Beyonce?
She put up a thing. She said her direct quote was something basically like, and I guess it's not a direct quote. Her summarized quote is she's like, "Y'all can have Beyonce because J-Lo's my girl."
What
You can't even compare J-Lo and Beyonce.
That's like
Maybe like body, like
Maybe.
like look wise, okay, maybe, but
Why
like,
they're both singers that dance
no.
and have great bodies.
I'm
that's
saying,
like comparing
I'm just saying, where do you not compare them?
I
God
say,
to
like,
Virgin Mary.
I think music wise they're different. I don't know. Okay, maybe not. They're
No,
like both pop.
they both do pop, and Beyonce is 1,000 times better.
Uh huh. I
That's
totally
why
agree.
you can't compare them.
I agree, but I do think that like you can have a comparison.
But I think there's like
They're in the same-
J-Lo lovers who can go like say like, oh, like way back when J-Lo was really good, like they could say like, oh yeah,
She just
like,
still
she's
like doesn't have
comparable.
a very good voice.
I don't think she was ever a good singer. I think she just
like, has catchy songs.
She was
She was a dancer, wasn't
yeah,
she?
she was
Like
a dancer.
Shakira?
She was an acting dancer. She's an acting dancer
Selena.
that capitalized on
She's
that.
the Salinas.
Yeah, her music career is kind of a fluke to me, but she just she gets good like songs written for her and
I guess.
she
Yeah.
can dance to it, I guess. But yeah,
But singing wise, I don't think she can sing. For
no, she's not,
Not at
Beyonce
all.
level for sure.
So what's the deal with Vanessa's sister?
Yeah, Elsa.
Oh my gosh, isn't that the one who lives in Hawaii?
No, that's Rocio.
That's the one that lives with their parents.
Oh,
That's worse.
that's why. Now we know why.
All right. Well,
So that's it?
Izzy didn't step it up, so we're
Wow.
gonna wrap this
Izzy
up.
sucks.
This is it.
Boo,
And thanks for
Izzy.
listening. And thanks for
we're
joining
gonna
us.
we're gonna
You're gonna close
Okay.
the show with your
Wait,
rap.
should it be my rap or our joint rap?
The broadcast
No,
has
our
5
joint.
minutes left too, so you guys,
It's not
if
a
Izzy's
rap.
gonna hear, you guys have to do it right now.
Okay, let's go, Zach.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Have a good week. Peace out.
All right, Zach, go.
wait.
Do you have a beat? I can play
Oh,
the
wait,
beat. Let
I'll
me play
go.
the beat. in the
Yeah,
headphones.
look up.
No, I'm not good with the beat. Let's just
What's
do
the
a
beat?
acapella.
No,
I'm
no.
not good with the beat.
She's so bad.
What's
at
the beat?
I'm not good.
It's "Independent Woman" by Destiny's Child.
No, but I'm not good with the beat.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, do you have it?
Yeah, are you ready?
Okay.
Question, tell me how I don't have friends.
Maybe it's the way you do your hair like this. You only look pretty when you get a lot of sleep. And maybe you should buy a better weave. Question, tell me how you feel about this.
I'm depressed and in a crisis. I never have fun and I got no money. But you never tell me I'm your main honey. Matching socks on my feet.
Ain't got it.
Good memories.
Ain't got him.
The pimples I'm popping.
I got him
Cause
cause I depend on me.
Some big boobies.
Ain't got him.
A classy weave.
Ain't got it.
Mom sleeps on the streets. But I depend on me. All the women ain't got no man. Don't forget protection. All the ratchets don't get action. You don't need protection. All the crusties getting rusty. Holes in your protection. All the misses getting distant. You don't need protection. Girl, I didn't...
Oh, you could twerk like that. Young Sid dropping fire, make him twerk like that.
Girl, show me how you can wall twerk like that. Z-Money scoping booty on the wall like that.
That was awesome. Bravo, bravo. All right. Peace out.
Sydney, you're a really bad singer. You can sing good, and you just sound so ugly.